Hi students, how are you all? I hope you all fine. Today we are going to see angular distribution function. So yesterday we have studied, that means previous video I taught radial distribution function, right? Followed by angular distribution function, right? So the shapes of orbitals depends upon L value. It will vary, depends upon L value. L value is nothing but yes, azimuthal quantum number, right? For first oneness orbital, if you want to find the same by using L value, how you find? L is equal to 0, so M value becoming 0. If the M value is 0 means what is F theta value? That is nothing but 0. If F theta value is 0 means what will happen? That G value, F theta value here 1 by root 2 F G psi value is equal to 1 by 2 root by. Here also root 2 by, just you want to multiply it by. Now angular distribution function only 1 by 2 root by. What is angular? From this data, what is angular distribution function? Angular distribution value is nothing but 1 by 2 root by. So from that we could understand we don't have any terms for this theta or psi value. So from that we could understand which is independent to the direction. Okay, or simply we can say from this data they are that oneness orbitals are independent to the direction. So independent means what will happen? Which is not having any particular direction. Okay. So the orbital arranged as a spherical shape. From this data, what's the shape of this oneness orbital? That is nothing but spherical shape. Okay. So what is the shape of the oneness orbital? Spherical shape. Okay. Because direction independent. Okay. The oneness orbital independent to the direction. So no direction means all the direction electrons are distributed. That's why we are saying oneness orbital is spherical shape. Yes. So spherical shape means how will you draw the structures of or shapes of orbital? For example, oneness, like one spherical shape along or with all the axes x, z, y, right? So oneness we don't have any nodes. Already we have studied about nodes in the radial distribution. Nodes means what? There is a electron probability is 0. So electron probability 0, that space only called nodes. So here for oneness, for s orbital, how will you find? N minus 1 formula to find number of nodes for oneness orbital, not for PDF orbital. Only S orbitals we can use. For oneness, N is equal to 1. So we don't have any nodes. So 0 nodes. That means we don't have any node. So we can say the electron present near or in the nucleus. Okay. For 2s, how do you draw? Right? X, Z, Y axis. Now you just listen. This is nucleus. First oneness orbital. This is 2s orbital. In between oneness and 2s, there is a empty space. There is no electron. That is only called nodes. So 2s having one nodes. How do you find? N minus 1 formula, N value is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. So number of nodes in 2s orbital 1. Likewise we can find nodes in s orbitals. Okay. Now we can learn about shapes of p orbital. So p orbital, what is L value? 1. So L value is 1 means M value -1, 0, +1. So 3 possible orientation. Okay. So what are the 3 possible orientation? Px, Py, Pz. Okay. So 3 possible orientations are present. So what about the shape? It will produce loops. So otherwise we can call it dumbbell shape. What is dumbbell shape? Like this, loops are called dumbbell shape. Okay. So for Px means how you draw? Simple. In x-axis the dumbbell will present. Y. Suppose Py, this is Px. Py how you draw? X-axis, y-axis. In the y-axis dumbbell shape present means we can say that is Py. Then Pz how you draw? X-axis, z-axis, y-axis. In the z orbit, z-axis, if you have the dumbbell shape, we can say that is Pz orientation. So from that we could understand p orbital may have 3 different variable or different arrangement orientation which have a dumbbell shape. The arrangements also we have seen. Now I will tell about that nodes. How do you find the nodes? See, actually here we have to use n minus l minus 1 formula to find nodes. Listen carefully. For s orbital n minus 1 formula, all other orbital l minus n minus l minus 1 formula, right? So if you use that, what will happen? L1 is equal to 1, so it is 2p. So 2p means 2 minus 1 minus 1. How many number of nodal plane? 0. Okay. So L value is equal to 1, then minus 1 formula, n value is equal to 2. So 2 minus 1 minus 1, so minus 2 plus 2, it becoming 0, right? But we may have one nodal plane in between this number of nodes 0, but nodal plane may present. Okay. So nodal plane present between these two loops, right? If you consider two balloons, okay, you just connect the mouth of the balloon, it is filled with air. Okay. So if you see here one balloon, other side one balloon, in between if you see we don't have any things to occupy, that is empty, that is called a plane. Okay, that nodal plane is called nodal plane. The same way here we have nodal plane. Okay, right. Next we are going to learn about d orbital. So d orbital means what is L value? L value is important. 2. So L value 2 means m value minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. So how many orientations are possible? 5 arrangement. Okay, what are they? D z square, dx square minus y square, dxy, dyz, dzx. These are the 5 orientations of d orbital. So what is the shape? Here also 2 loops. One loop means dumbbell shape. 2 loops it means it becoming clover leaf shape. Clover. You will say no. Clover leaf shape. Okay, what's the shape of s orbital? Spherical. What's the shape of p orbital? Dumbbell. That is loops. Then d orbital clover leaf shape. Okay. So how you draw for this? Right? Here very important dz square. We will start from dz square. So this is z axis, x axis. So in the z only 2 loops with electron cloud. they will say donut shaped electron cloud. If you see the diagram in the book, it is easy to understand. See, this is only called donut shaped electron cloud. Okay, see, there is dumbbell. Okay, in between we have the cloud of electron. Okay, this like arrangement only called dz square. Then dx square y square along the axis. Okay, the same way x axis y axis we have the clover leaf shape, that is x square y square arrangement. But if you see all other arrangement in between the axis, for example dxy, x axis y axis, in between the x and y axis you have to draw the dumbbell shape, that means a clover leaf shape. For y z, how do you write y z, then zx, so like you can draw the different structure only in between the axis dxy yz dz orbitals are present, but dz squared along the axis, dx squared y squared also along the axis. Next, what about the nodal plane, right? Two loops means in between we have one nodal plane. Here we have four loops, so we may have two nodal planes. One is vertical, another one is horizontal. These two planes are called a nodal plane. Yes. So now we are going to learn about F orbital. So for F orbital, what is L value? L value is equal to 3. So L value 3 means M value minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. So totally 7 orientation possible. What are they? F, Z, Q. Okay. So always the Z having some specific direction. Okay. Then F, X, Y squared. See here, sorry, we don't have Y squared. Yes. Y squared, F, X, Y squared, then Y, Z squared. We don't have X squared only. Y, Z squared. Okay. Next to that, as usual, F, Z, X squared minus Y squared. Then F, X, 3x squared minus y squared. F, Y, x squared minus 3y squared. Okay. So is there y? 3 should come. Okay, like you can remember for examination. Okay. So 7 orientation possible in the F orbital. Okay. The same way in between the axis you can draw. Okay. This also like a complex structure. We cannot say in particular loop. Okay, because many loops are connected. We cannot say in particular shape. Right. Now the last, we are going to arrange the energy of all the orbital. How do you arrange the energies of orbital? So many times we may use to say electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 3s2, 3p6 like that. Okay, how did you learn, or how it is drawn like this arrangement means now only we are going to learn because of this energy of orbital. Okay, yes, see, based on that L value and N value we can find the energy sequence of all the orbital. By using that, we can arrange the energy order. From the beginning, we will go. For one electron system, for hydrogen, usually one electron system means hydrogen. What is the energy? En is equal to minus 1312.8 Z square N square kilojoule mole inverse. Right? So, for one electron, if you find based on the N value, we can find different energy levels of orbital. Okay, yes, but all the energy orbital we have to arrange according to the N value. How? 1s then 2s. So one value, two value which is higher, 2, then 2p. Both are equal in energy level because both having the n value 2. Then 3s higher value, then 3p. We have 3d also. All are in the same equal energy level. Then 4s, 4p, 4d. See, if you count the numbers, all are same means we can say they are having same energy level. But do you know one thing which is only applicable for hydrogen atom? If you go with high number of high number of multiple electron present in particular atom, in that atom you cannot follow this sequence. Then how I can arrange the energy of orbital? Okay, for that we need certain rules and regulation by using n plus L rule. What rule you want to use? N plus L rule you want to use. Okay. What is n plus L rule? N value you know that, L value you know that, but I like to remember that L value is 0 means for s orbital, 1 means p orbital, 2 means p orbital, 3 means f orbital. Just now we have seen. Yes? Okay. Then n value. Based on that, we are going to arrange that energy sequence of orbitals. Yes? Okay. N value. First you write for 1s. 1s, 2s, 3s, 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d. Right. What is the n value? 1. Then L value 0. If you add n plus L value, it becoming 1. Right? N value 2. L value 0 because for s orbital 0. Then 2 plus 0 2. Then 2p 2. N value L value p orbital 1. So 3. Then 3s n value 3 but L value 0 3 only. Next 3p p value 1 so 4. Next 3d d value 2 so 3 2 5. Next 4s s value n value 1 4 because that s value 0 only 4 again. Then 4p. Just this number you can write for n, but L value will change. P value 1, so 5. Right? So based on this sequence, now we can arrange all the orbitals. First 1, so 1s. Next to 1s, which one is having 2s. Okay. Next to 2s, 3. There are 2 3s. 3s we will write first, and then both are having same energy 2p also. Next any other 3? No. Next this is important. 4 comes for 4s as well as 3p. So 3p, next to that 4s. Next you see 3d. So 3d having higher energy than 4s, even though it comes 4. Fourth energy level it comes in the 4s, but 3d only having higher energy. Right? Next to that 4p. So from this sequence we can able to understand the energy level will differ based on the n plus L rule. Okay. Right. So these are the things used to arrange the energy levels of all the orbital. Here one thing you want to remember. Right. Sir, p orbital. I am written all these things. But the p orbital having three orientation px, py, pz like that. Okay. These three orientation possible means what happened? All are having same energy. Yes. P orbital 2p, 3p, whatever it may be, but p orbital having three orientation, all are having equal energy. They are called degenerate orbital. What's the name of this one? Degenerate orbitals. Okay. P For D, how do you write? X, Y, then Y, Z. All are degenerate orbital. So 3D, 4D, that number only will change the energy level, but the same orbital with different orientation having same energy level, they are called degenerate orbital. But don't forget, in the presence of magnetic field or electric field, it will lose its degeneracy. That is very important one more. Okay, but you want to find the stability of all this sp-d orbital. Okay, so here we have to remember, by using these two forces, what are they? Repulsion between electron and attraction between nucleus and electron. By using these two forces, we can arrange the sequence of orbitals s, p, d, f. Okay, this is based on effect nuclear charge. What is effect nuclear charge? Even we have studied the previous lesson, right? Or next lesson we will learn. That means we have finished. Yes. The after overcoming the screening effect, how much energy or how much nuclear charge is attract the outer cell electron. That is only called the effect nuclear charge. Yes. Okay. So based on effect nuclear charge, we can arrange the orbital in the order. But this order based on effect nuclear charge. What about the energies? If you see the energies, it will reverse because F will have more energy. So S, P, D, F. So energy high means less stability, energy low means high stability. So stability also we can discuss here. At last, we may have another doubt. What about that? Sir, now I have S orbital, but 2s for first atom. For example, hydrogen, for helium. Which one may have low energy? Which one may have higher energy? See, low atomic number having higher energy than high atomic number. Very important lesson, my dear students. See, for hydrogen, atomic number 1, helium 2. But just consider, we don't have 2s for hydrogen. Just consider, if there is hydrogen 2s orbital, helium 2s orbital, which one having more energy? Hydrogen. Okay, so this is also important. Then we are going to apply the filling of electron. How do you fill the electron in the different energy levels? That we are going to see now.